What if a civilization could change the world without ever becoming a single empire? Along the rugged coastline of the eastern Mediterranean, scattered between mountains and islands, small communities once struggled simply to survive. The land was difficult to farm, travel between regions was slow, resources were limited. Yet from this challenging environment emerged thinkers who asked bold questions about government, justice, mathematics, and the nature of reality itself. Ancient Greece did not begin as a powerful kingdom. It was a collection of independent city-states, often competing, sometimes cooperating, each experimenting with new ways of organizing society. In one city, citizens gathered in open assemblies to debate public decisions. In another, discipline and military training shaped daily life. Across the Greek world, philosophers challenged traditional beliefs, mathematicians searched for patterns in nature, and historians attempted to record events through inquiry rather than legend, because sometimes the most powerful revolutions do not begin with conquest, they begin with questions. Long before marble temples crowned hilltops, the Greek world was a patchwork of isolated communities. Villages clung to rocky slopes. Farmers cultivated olives and barley from stubborn earth. Fishermen ventured into unpredictable waters. There was no single Greek kingdom, only independent city-states, Poleis, each with its own laws, army, and identity. Competition was constant, conflict was common. But fragmentation also created space for experimentation. Historian Moses Finley later emphasized that the Greek polis represented a social structure in which citizens played an active role in public life. In Athens, rising tensions between elites and ordinary citizens led to political reforms. Power did not always remain in the hands of kings or aristocrats. Assemblies of male citizens debated policies, voted on decisions, and shaped the direction of the city. Democracy developed gradually through crisis and negotiation. It excluded many groups, including women, enslaved people, and foreigners. Yet even within these limits, Athenian democracy reshaped ideas about governance. Historian Donald Kagan noted that this participatory political culture created both civic energy and internal instability. If Athens represented debate, Sparta represented discipline. Hidden in the fertile valley of the Eurotas River, Sparta developed a society unlike any other in the Greek world. From early childhood, Spartan boys were introduced to demanding systems of training, focused on endurance and obedience. Comfort was discouraged, hardship was expected. The goal was not individual success, but collective strength. Public life revolved around preparation for conflict and the preservation of order. Meals were taken in communal groups. Luxury was viewed with suspicion. Simplicity was respected. Sparta's military reputation spread across Greece. Allies sought its strength. Rivals feared its resolve. Yet this relentless focus on warfare shaped its cultural path in ways very different from cities like Athens. Beyond the Aegean Sea, a vast empire was expanding. The Persian Empire controlled enormous territories and commanded immense resources. For the small and divided Greek city-states, the threat was unlike anything they had faced before. Old rivalries did not disappear overnight, but survival demanded cooperation. Alliances were forged under pressure. Strategies were debated with urgency. Battles were fought on land and sea. Moments where the future of Greek independence seemed uncertain. Victory was never guaranteed. Fear, courage, hesitation, and resolve shaped decisions in real time. When key confrontations ended in Greek success, the psychological impact was profound. Confidence grew. For perhaps the first time, many Greeks began to imagine themselves as part of a broader cultural community. These conflicts did not end division, but they changed how the Greek world saw itself, no longer just as competing cities, but as participants in a shared historical struggle. In the aftermath of external threats, Athens entered a period of cultural transformation. Public building projects reshaped the skyline. Art, drama, and philosophy flourished. Socrates became known for encouraging people to question assumptions and examine the foundations of knowledge. His eventual execution revealed the tensions between intellectual freedom and political anxiety. Internal rivalries returned with renewed intensity. The Peloponnesian War brought devastation across the Greek world. Disease weakened populations. Strategic miscalculations deepened losses. When the conflict finally ended, Sparta emerged dominant, but the wider Greek system remained unstable. As the city-state struggled to recover, Macedon rose in strength. King Philip II expanded his influence across much of Greece through reform and diplomacy. His son Alexander inherited both opportunity and ambition. Campaigns carried Greek forces into Asia Minor, Egypt, and the territories of the Persian Empire. New cities were founded, cultural interactions intensified. Greek language and artistic traditions began to blend with older civilizations. But after Alexander's sudden death, the vast territories he had conquered did not remain united. His generals struggled for power, dividing the empire into competing kingdoms. Political unity faded, but something else continued to grow. Greek language spread across cities far from the Aegean. Trade routes connected distant cultures. Scholars traveled. Ideas circulated. Over time, new powers, including Rome, began to influence the Greek world. Yet conquest did not erase Greek traditions. Instead, Greek education, philosophy, and artistic styles were absorbed and adapted. Civilization was no longer confined to one region. It had become a shared inheritance. And within this evolving landscape, ordinary people continued their lives, shaped by both change and continuity. Farmers tended vineyards and olive groves. Craftsmen produced pottery and tools. Women managed households and religious practices. For most people, history unfolded not through dramatic battles, but through routines of work and survival. Greek thinkers explored mathematics, philosophy, science, and ethics. The Pythagorean theorem became associated with systematic mathematical reasoning. Philosophers such as Aristotle studied logic, politics, and the natural world. Their ideas influenced intellectual traditions for centuries. Empires may dominate through force, but civilizations endure through ideas. If you enjoy exploring the civilizations that shaped our world, like this video so more history enthusiasts can discover these stories. Share it with someone fascinated by ancient cultures, and subscribe to Historified. Because the past is not finished, it's still waiting to be rediscovered.